and welcome back to At Betches. I'm Jordana.
And I'm Aleen.
And Sammy is in Italy, I think.
She's living life.
She's as they say.
Oh, and oh.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. A little sad.
Why?
Because the birds left. Might as well start with the vermin update.
The birds left.
They're
not
gone.
Vermin. Your pets are vermin now.
No, they're not my pets. I just observe them. I don't own them.
Right. They were just borrowing.
Yeah, no, they were getting bigger. There's two of them. And then they were getting bigger. And then the mom was like, God, I haven't seen her in like weeks. But the two of them were there. And then like a few days ago, I would see them every time I walked by. And then now they're gone. And
it's just you're an empty nest.
It's literally an empty nest. And all I have to show for it is an empty nest and like a huge pile of bird shit right underneath.
Really?
Where
it's like bird shit, like real bird shit?
Yes. So they must have, on their way out, left me a gift.
So they don't shit. Yeah. And this is what we think of your porch.
I think it did. I think it was pretty good for them. Besides me, like watching, like they had a stalker. Yeah. If you don't mind a stalker, I actually think it's a pretty good spot.
Bird voyeurs.
I mean, it's covered from the rain. It's like quite covered. Like no other animals are like hanging out out there. I think it was a smart spot if you don't mind like the potential of me like destroying the nest or exploiting the birds
for content online.
Yes, for content.
So you're sad. Do you really feel sad? Like genuinely, do you feel sad, or you feel like whatever?
I feel like I do feel a little like disappointed that they're not there anymore. It's just like it is like it was
so it's the
so they're like right by my mudroom,
Jordana.
And it's where I kept the dog food. So I would go in there like a few times a day to like do that. And whenever I was in there, I would like stop and take a look and like it'd just be very
sometimes
cool.
Take an Insta story.
It just hasn't been the same since the birds left.
It hasn't been the same.
It hasn't.
You have to go make an appointment with Dr. Melfi now,
right? I mean, well, like I'm like, should I get rid of the nest now that they're gone?
I'd give it a few days. What if they come back?
Do they come back? Do like it's not like they go to college? They're back for the summer. Right?
I don't know. Maybe they'll
to make sure they're truly gone.
Yeah,
they were getting. I don't know how they grow so fast. I assumed they were in there for months. I think it was like 2-3 weeks.
We should submit this podcast to the National Geographic.
I should. I mean, I have many questions. Did you know how long a bird the egg hatches to the bird leaving? I didn't know what the timeline was.
No, but do you know what I was thinking about the other day? Eggs are like the chicken's period.
I was going to say it's more like a chicken like abortion, is it not?
No, it's a chicken period. Oh, they're not.
Well, like if they weren't taken as eggs, would they be hatched?
They hatch regardless, don't they? Does anybody know?
I mean, they don't hatch if they're in your fridge.
No, obviously. No, they hatch if there's no rooster around, they're still hatching eggs. They're unfertilized.
They're unfertilized. Okay.
Yeah, they're
so
a
they're
period.
Not like, but there's like a yolk in it.
Yeah, the egg. Isn't it crazy that the hard shell is made in a chicken?
How does a rooster fertilize an egg?
They fuck.
No, but like they don't have sex with the egg. So they have sex with the chicken, and then the chicken.
It's the same.
So it is like you're right. So you're saying you're right.
It's a chicken period.
Just like an egg that's not.
The difference is like, okay, like our uterus, like, sheds. An egg doesn't drop out.
Right, yeah.
Whereas
it's a lot smaller.
Just the pop.
It's weird that the chicken eggs are much bigger than like our eggs are like microscopic.
It's and then
right?
we eat it.
And we're so much bigger than them. Like you would think our eggs would be like way bigger than theirs.
I just find it insane that the shell is on the inside. Like they pop out a fucking shelled egg that we then eat.
And then you can like paint them.
For Easter.
Right. Nature's crazy.
Nature is crazy. We just be painting eggs.
Painting bird periods, I guess.
Anyway,
But I guess if they sit on them like my bird, then they become... But like someone had to impregnate the bird who laid the eggs. How do birds have sex? But like how do they have sex? I've never like seen anything on that. Like dogs, you've seen that, right? I haven't seen anything on bird sex. Someone want to look this up?
This reminds me of that episode of Always Sunny when like Charlie's obsessed with bird law. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't. I didn't actually watch that.
Do birds have sex?
How do robins have sex? Oh, wow. Will's like, I'm not being sent to HR. I'm just going to show you. You can... So there's like penetrative sex.
Yeah,
It looks like from the picture that was seen, it looks like there's penetrative
looks like
sex.
one mounts the other. It seems like all mammals mount.
But like
That's not a mammal.
So why is the phrase like humping like dogs or like rabbits or something? You never hear anything about the birds.
I think I need to move on. Because I'm gonna cry.
The more you know. Plus, I only saw one parent in the nest, so absentee father.
Oh shit! Well, absentee mother as well.
I guess so.
Them.
Yeah. Every man for himself.
Oh my god. Okay.
I feel like I learned a lot.
For sure.
Right.
That's for certain.
I'm not going to be a bird breeder.
Should we talk about the Tonys?
Speaking of absolutely nothing having to do with the Tonys, did you watch the Tonys?
No, I watched the social media clips of the Tonys.
And I've heard this was a huge like tune-in year for the Tonys, which I definitely believe because I haven't heard anyone talk about the Tonys in any other years.
I think because there's been a lot. First of all, this is the most Broadway I've seen in a year. But I think has been a lot of.
You're the person that I know most who watches the most shows.
I've seen. It reminds me of like, wow, I was like rooting for people, and I've never rooted for anybody to win a Tony.
Would you want to go to the
give
Tony?
A shit for this one, maybe.
Yeah,
but I think there's been a lot of actors, like movie and TV actors, that came to Broadway
strategically, probably by Broadway.
Strategically, right, and that's and more than I've remembered, and I think that's what's changed. But then there's also a lot of good content, like the Old Mary play with Cola Scola was so fucking good.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen all of these?
Yes.
Have you seen Maybe Happy Ending?
No, that's the only one I really, really want to see. I've heard that was really good, but I've seen almost, and I saw
it won 6 Tonys.
Sunset Boulevard.
Maybe I need to get to the theater.
I'll take you.
You'll take me. Take me
I texted Sammy if she wants to see the picture of Dorian Gray again, because I would like to see it again.
You want to see it again?
Yeah, wow. I would see that again.
Sarah, she won. Are you proud of her?
I am so proud of her, but I knew she was going to win.
Has she won an Emmy?
Maybe, yeah. For Succession, I assume she must have won 1 year out of the 4. But I don't know. Don't quote me.
She's definitely been nominated, at least.
For sure. There was hands down nobody that could top Sarah Snook. I think Nicole Scherzinger won for Best Actress in a Musical, and she performed. Did you see the clips of her performing?
No.
Like, she's insane. She's so good.
What musical was she in?
Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
Sunset Boulevard. So good. It was so. I mean,
I didn't know you were such a theater nerd.
I'm not. I don't really like play
Why didn't
musicals. I like. I did try out for chorus. I didn't make it.
Did you try out for the play in high school?
No.
Royal Crown Players?
Rusty was in the play every year. Yeah.
Who was he? What was his biggest role?
I don't know.
Did he sing?
Yeah.
Does he have a good voice?
No. Okay. He'll disagree. He was in Les Mis.
Oh, that was legit.
Do you remember it?
I didn't see it, but I remember hearing really good things about it.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel like Les Mis was like it was supposed to be very, very good.
Yeah, Rusty is very proud of his time in Royal Crown Players and being a football star.
A jack of all trades.
A jack of all.
A Renaissance man, if
of
you will.
All clubs in high school. But anyway, so a lot of people watched.
Cynthia Erivo also hosted.
So there's just been
got good
a
reviews.
lot. Cola Scola was just on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. So funny. They're just so funny. You have to.
I wasn't aware who that was, but I haven't seen many plays or musicals. I do love a musical. I hate a play. I like a musical.
I love it the opposite. I love a really good
You prefer
play.
a play than a musical?
Yeah.
I'm really like kind of a sucker for show tunes.
I like some show tunes if the like content of the actual storyline is good.
Right.
Like I don't need to like sit through like 75 songs.
Yeah, I guess.
People don't sing in real life, you know?
They don't?
So the Tonys were great. I am so proud of Sarah Snook. No, but she deserved every single accolade.
Yeah.
In that. Like it was crazy.
Actress.
You have to go see it.
Okay.
You want to go see it?
All right, fine. I'll go see
Although
it.
I heard that the cost of the seat, like the tickets now are crazy.
Oh. What do you think it's worth? What price would you say it's worth?
Oh, that's a tough decision.
Like Taylor Swift, like how much would you pay for a Taylor Swift ticket?
I don't want to say because she's listening.
No, it doesn't mean you don't like her. It's more like you do like her.
It's hard for me to say because I've never been, so I don't know like how good.
Someone's like, Aleen, I have two. I mean, the tour's over, but when it was on, Aleen, I have 2 Eras tour tickets. They're this price. You're like, well, I got to go for that price. They're great seats.
I would pay $500
for 2.
No, for 1.
So $1,000.
I have to pay for the person I'm going with.
You're going with Rusty. You're going with me. Fine, $500 ticket.
Okay, I don't want to go with Rusty. He doesn't give a shit.
Fine, we'll go.
Okay, we go.
We're paying $500 for a good seat.
Yeah,
not GA.
Yeah.
Okay,
for Taylor.
Fair. How much would you pay for Sarah Snook?
More, because I just can't express to you how good it was. Like, she deserves it. I wouldn't even say like the play. Like, she deserves it. Like, she just what she does is insane. Like she acts in 26 different characters. Isn't that at crazy? The same fucking time.
Do you ever wonder like if someone who can do that must be like sort of insane?
Like, maybe. Also, but I would say the production was really insanely good in the way that they like probably do some of it like pre-recorded, but it makes it seem like it's being recorded. And I would say it's worth seeing, but not if you're going to be a hater. Then I don't want you.
I wouldn't be a hater, but I wouldn't. I don't think I would pay $500 to see it. Again, I prefer musicals. Unless she's singing.
No, she doesn't sing, but it's very funny. Did you see Hamilton?
Yes, from Sid.
Oh, that's right. Wait, that's so funny.
Anyway, I think they should make Hamilton into a movie.
Yes. Like apparently there was they reunited, so maybe they might.
I mean, they should. Why they would make a lot of money.
Jonathan Groff is so funny as the king.
I know he's amazing.
The best. And like, I'm sure he would love to be in the movie.
I'm sure all of them would love to. I mean,
I would
love Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I would love to see it. And did you see how he gave like a lap dance to Keanu Reeves?
No.
Oh, so he like dances on stage and he like puts basically his entire crotch over Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves is like loving it.
Why is Keanu Reeves at the?
He's just invited.
Tonys. Oh, like
he's
him
just
and Oprah?
happy to be there.
And Oprah.
Yeah, and like Cynthia Erivo put like something on like a toy car under Oprah's seat, and that was cute. There was just like great pop culture moments coming from the Tonys that felt very relevant to today.
Agree. I thought she was a good host for this. I thought her jokes were very like theater joke type vibe.
It aligns.
Like a joke that you would hear in a Broadway play.
It aligns.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of women who are funny, much like Cynthia Erivo, we Betches are hosting an amazing comedy show, two nights in LA and in New York with some amazing female comedians. The show is called Women Aren't Funny. It's ironic. You know, if you know, you know.
You got it.
Okay. And the New York City one is on June 24th at Webster Hall, and the LA one is on July 23rd at the El Rey Theater. And we have amazing comedians. Who's going to be performing? Aleen, tell them.
So we have Robbie Hoffman in LA. We have Whitney Cummings in LA. We have Yamaneika Saunders in New York. Grace O'Malley, Kat Cohen. Literally incredible talent. And Drew is performing on both shows. She's doing a lot of crowd work and doing like her whole thing. And it's just like, this makes me so happy because I remember do you remember like when we launched Betches that summer after college, we were working on our book proposal. And at first we were doing like our first book, it was meant to be like a coffee table book. Do you remember that? Like
we wanted to do that, but they said it was too expensive.
We didn't just want to, we made a whole visual proposal on remember on Photoshop? It was like a whole thing.
Okay.
And I remember sitting at my dining room table and us being like, we got to do this fast and we got to do it now because maybe like women being funny is only going to trend for this year.
Such a fad.
Like we thought that's what we said because like at that time when we launched, it was like Chelsea Handler she was like one of our main inspirations.
It was right around Bridesmaids too, which was like, I think maybe the funniest like female-based comedy movie of all time, potentially. Besides Mean Girls.
Yeah, well, Mean Girls was our like that was an anchor. That was an anchor yes. in our humor.
Yes,
and we quoted it all day. Still kind of do. Clueless. Yeah. At that time, like in 2011, it was like there was nothing, and that's kind of where we started, where we was like there was nothing like this unapologetic, like super empowering humor online. Everything was like on TV and like right. Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Chelsea Handler, even Rihanna being like so herself. Like she was Betch of the Year, I believe, for one of the years.
That makes sense.
And it was just there was nothing like that online, and it almost felt like it was a like a trend.
Yes.
And I remember saying that, we said that to each other, and we're like, we got to get this book out fast.
Yes.
And here we are, like almost 15 years later, in a way, like celebrating the fact that women are so funny and that like it's become this massive phenomenon that like all these female comedians have made it into mainstream. And it's kind of silly saying that and almost like sad, but I am like proud of us, and I'm proud of the fact that we get to be a home for female creators to make it. And I'm just, the fact that we get to put on 2 massive all-female comedian shows. Bi-Coastal's our first bi-coastal event.
Ooh.
I mean, you did we did like a 21 city tour for you.
Right. But this is like a
yeah. But we have
this is a more stand-up event.
Yeah. Yes. And I'm so excited. And so check out, we launched it. It's not just a show. You can get your tickets at betches.co/WAFNYC. We call it WAF internally, WAF NYC, or betches.co/WAF LA. I'm going to be, you want to go to the LA show? I'm going to be at both shows.
I'm definitely going to be at the New York one.
We'll
I
see
may
if
or may
your
not be
timing aligns,
at the LA one, but I'm very excited.
It's also, we did an incredible photo shoot by Mary Ellen Matthews, who is the photographer for SNL.
Oh, wow.
So like every portrait that you've seen, like those funny portraits,
right,
like that's her. And it gave me the chills when we were like about to book her, because it's like,
you love SNL.
Well, first of all, I love SNL. Women or just people can be funny in so many different mediums and methods. And like, you never, like her voice is done through photography, and like this premium, but very silly, funny photography that has been around forever, and like showcasing, and it's a woman. Yeah. And you'd never know. And like, that's what I just love about the fact that we can do this.
Yeah. Showcasing funny women throughout all mediums.
Yeah. So
I love it. I'm very excited for the shows.
Me
and guys,
too.
get your tickets, because they're definitely going to sell out. So go get them and check out our website for more Women Aren't Funny content. Speaking of things that I thought were a joke, but they're not.
Yeah. That's a great segue.
This week, Sammy texted you and me about the LaBuBu dolls.
Yeah. Is that how you say it?
It's the brainchild of the Goo Goo dolls,
Yeah.
the LaBuBu dolls. I don't know.
Honey Boo Boo and Goo Goo dolls.
And the Goo Goo dolls, yes. So she was like, and again, I am notoriously very late to any sort of trend that's going on.
So when you find out, it's
it's already like not cool anymore. It's already mainstream. I'm a trend death forecaster.
Yes, you are.
But when she was telling, I mean, you already knew about it when she was texting us about it, and I was like, this sounds like an SNL skit,
right?
Of a parody of something that's like so absurd that someone's
of like our
saying,
fashion,
right? That someone's saying is cool. Can you explain? Because I still don't really get it. What the LaBuBu dolls are? Where did they come from? What is going on in the world?
So LaBuBu dolls are basically these like little monster, like furry monster toys that hook on to your bag. Like or whatever. Essentially a keychain, but bag charms have been trending this year. And so like it's went from these small bag charms, like people were like draping like chains and things like that, to this, all of a sudden it went from dainty to this massive fucking like toy.
Eyesore, I think.
Okay, but they're not just hanging on their bags. People are hanging on their like fucking Birkins.
It's crazy.
And it's crazy because I follow like these like street fashion things that like in Italy or whatever. And like this woman was interviewing like these really rich ladies in Palm Beach. And they're like, okay, what are you wearing? And like, what do you have? And they just like all have their like Kellys and their gigantic Kellys and Birkins. And they just have these giant Furbies attached to their bags. And I think it's so funny. But
like, do you think these people actually think that this looks chic, or they're just...
It's not just these people. Like Emma Roberts did a whole video unboxing her LaBubus.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, do you think that they actually think that it looks like great part of, or they're just like, oh, it's a
status symbol.
It's a status symbol, and it's like exclusive, and not everyone can get one. But that's just, to me, why it's so stupid. It's like so clearly it's not. There's no like art or fashion to it.
The world is like lives and thrives off status symbols.
It's crazy.
Like that's what society thrives off of. Like whatever you can show.
It's like the emperor's new clothes, though. It's crazy. Like, why doesn't anyone like, this is so fucking ugly?
Well, it is. Is it ugly or is it just funny?
I mean,
they're just like funny monsters.
it looks like something you would get at the dollar store.
Okay, but like Real Monsters was ugly, but really good show.
But not for adults.
That's true.
Not for adult women spending like tens of thousands of dollars on handbags.
What about like adults who love Hello Kitty?
I feel like that's more of like a cultural thing in like Japan.
Well, okay, so the LaBuBu dolls, they're created by a Hong Kong-born artist, Kaising Lung, and marketed by a Chinese toy company, Pop Mart, and they became like crazy viral.
Yeah.
And the fact that like, okay, like we said, if it gets to you, we know it's mainstream. And the crazy thing is that now they're really exclusive. Like you can't find them. So like people are buying them on like the second hand market. And also when you get one, if you get your hands on a LaBuBu.
Are there knockoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they're knockoffs. There's knockoffs of everything on Amazon. But they are sold in like blind boxes. So you don't even know what you're going to get.
That part seems fun. I like that. I like the idea of like it's a Wonka chocolate bar.
You don't know what you're going to get. I agree.
With the golden ticket.
It's fun.
That part's fun. The rest of it, I think, is stupid. How
They're
much
like-
is
they're
it? How
like
much is it?
Monster.
If you're not buying it secondhand,
I don't know. It doesn't
jacked
say.
up in price. I think I saw an interview that was shared through my algorithm of Jeff Lewis on his show saying that his daughter gave LaBubus to like 10 of her friends. And then she had like she asked him to get more, and then there was like a sign up sheet to rent LaBubus or something in like the elementary school, which actually makes more sense to me than adult women carrying them on their purses.
I think adult women are going to stop carrying them on their purses very soon. I feel like this is going to be like a big flash sensation.
Right.
And the fact, okay, like Sammy told us that our friend who like lives in an affluent town in New York, like she wants this, and it's so fucking funny because it's like the antithesis of her whole vibe, and that's when you know it's like
whose vibe is it? Like Jojo Siwa?
it's it's like the original vibe is of someone I think who likes to represent their style in a manner that is like kooky, which
Right.
I get that. That's like fun, funny. You're edgy when you know.
Like if Jennifer Tilly had one, I'd be from like
Yeah.
I see her on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
She probably had one last year.
Probably. Like she's
Yeah.
someone where I'd be like, she has this expensive accessory that's
Right.
sort of like wacky
and kooky.
And kooky. That makes sense
It's
to me.
also slightly edgy.
Kyle Richards? No.
No, right. You're cosplaying. I think it's like a little, like if you're, like for example, the Hirschleifers, like Marcy and Lori Hirschleifer, you know, who own the boutique in Long Island. Like they had it a while ago, and they're all about, they've been doing bag charms for the last year. And I'm like, that's where I saw it like almost first. I was like, okay, if they have it, this is going to become a thing. But they're going to take them off. And it's also crazy because they're gigantic and people have multiple on their bags. Multiple.
Right. That's why it makes no sense to me.
It's kind of funny.
I actually feel like I would judge someone more
If I see it?
for seeing, well, unless they're Jennifer Tilly, because I'd be like, this thing, we all can agree these are so ugly. I mean, come on.
I think that's the point. It's like, I'm so rich that I'm going to make my Birkin that I spent whatever on.
I think they're only like $100
with a monster.
I think if you got one,
But
like
that's
normal.
the point. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna put this like furry monster
Right.
on my like expensive Birkin, and like that's what I'm doing. Like,
Right.
It's like I'm telling you like
I can afford it.
yeah,
I can
like, I
afford to
don't
look
care.
stupid.
basically.
I'm not like, this isn't precious to me.
I don't
I'm
think
not.
that they think that they look stoops.
I mean, come on.
Let's do the LaBuBu face.
If this. I mean,
Do you see it?
Honestly, if
You don't think
when
it's, like, a
Sammy
little cute?
when Sammy told me this, I thought that you guys were playing a joke on me.
I know.
Like as if you were saying like, okay, furry steering wheels are now very cool, and anyone who has like a nice car has like a furry,
hot pink.
yeah, like a hot pink furry steering wheel.
Should we bring those back?
I mean, like this to me, like if this is in, I would believe.
We still need to
that's
make our
in.
Cooperman, Rosenberg Cooperman sweaters.
Oh, like instead of parquet.
Yeah, parquet.
Don't
Don't you think they're a little bit cute?
They would be cute for a child, maybe. Like if you were like, I got one for Mila.
No, I would be scared to give this to Mila because they're both terrifying and cute. That's why it makes them like more for adults because they're terrifying.
I think they're creepy.
That's what I mean.
I don't know. I judge anyone with this. Again, unless that's their vibe. I think if I saw one, I'd be like, you're like, again, it's like you're trying so hard to show that you have exclusive things that like now you seem even more desperate to be seen as someone who has exclusive things.
Potential.
In my mind.
Unless you're like Rihanna.
Even if you're Rihanna, because I feel like Rihanna.
No, Rihanna's edgy.
Is she?
So, what?
Not like edgy like this though.
She so is.
Like.
She smokes. She was sitting on her bodyguards.
Like if Julia Fox had one, it would make sense to me.
No.
All right, fine. Rihanna's not like edgy. Fine.
That's like yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Almost she wouldn't even do it. She'd be like, this is too mainstream for me. She's like all the way like. Do you think I don't do anything mainstream? No. She's like, God, these are awful.
Right. I'm still not over this trend. It's like I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Okay, well, we know that you won't be
sporting I mean, if someone, I would put it on like a JanSport.
Yeah.
If I were going to do it, I would go low.
You'd go low.
Yes. I'd go like.
Put it on your Herschel?
I have a JanSport, actually. Do you? Yes, I do. And I would put it on the I like actually, I think JanSports are the best. They're the #1 producer of backpacks.
Are they?
In the world, yes. And I actually think that it's for a reason. They make an amazing backpack. It can hold so much.
Oh yeah.
I was like packing my JanSport, I think until like 2 years ago, like on my carry-on.
As your work bag?
No, as my like traveling backpack.
You know, Rusty has an obsession with backpacks.
Does he have a JanSport?
No.
Do you remember the Kipling thing with the monkey with the finger in his mouth?
Yeah, I got Mila one for camp.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah,
see, like that makes
has
sense.
A monkey hanging off of it.
It's Kipling?
Right? Yeah,
yeah.
It had a monkey that hangs off of
it. Cute
for
kids. Why can you put that on your Birkin?
No.
The monkey?
I'm not going to do that.
No.
Let's move on to things that we're watching. There have been a lot of trailers that were released this week, and we can't stop talking about the trailers.
Yes.
But I haven't been really watching anything except I did watch Just Like That. So let's talk about that later. But
okay.
There have been so many good trailers. I recently saw the Oh Hi trailer, not to be confused with Kim Richards' Oh Hi trip.
Yes, I actually literally associate Oh Hi with
Kim Richards'
also.
Oh Hi trip. Yeah, it's Oh Hi, and it's with Logan Lerman, Molly Gordon, and David Krause.
What is Molly Gordon in?
The Bear.
What else?
Booksmart.
Booksmart. Yes,
Booksmart. She's in Booksmart.
Yes.
But she got really big in, I think, The Bear.
Okay.
And so the reason why I wanted to bring it up to you is because you and I love the movie Misery.
Yes.
And this is basically a modern remake of Misery. She basically like handcuffs. She does handcuff Logan Lerman to a bed.
Right.
I mean, the reasoning is different.
The reasoning is, I mean, like,
but it's funny.
Yes, it's so fun. I mean, it would be hard. I haven't seen the movie. It would be hard to beat Kathy Bates' level of like acting amazingness. Like she's an incredible actress.
Right.
And that movie in particular, like she's fucking terrifying.
She's terrifying, and she plays like a crazy stalker woman really well.
I think we watched this in middle school.
Yes. Perfect. This though, she's not playing a stalker. She's playing like a girl
who's like dating someone who's not interested in her.
Who feels like a little crazy in a different way. And I think that is great. Like that is very modern.
Yes.
Today's world. And it was just really funny. Like when he's like, I'm not interested. And she's like, what do you mean?
Oh, it was our first couples trip. And it's all in the trailer. We're not giving anything away.
Yeah.
The trailer, this is our first, this is so great. This is our first couples trip. And he goes, whoa, like.
Yeah, whoa. I'm not looking for anything serious. And she's like, what? What do you mean? It's just really good.
Yeah, it looks very funny. I'm excited. I mean, it's the profanity, Paul.
It's the profanity, Paul.
The Misery plot is kind of amazing in itself. It is different, I think, in a little bit of a better, more, maybe, I don't know, more realistic, but more, like, just the concept is almost more terrifying.
The concept is more real, probable.
Maybe. I mean, so James Caan in Misery is a famous writer.
Right.
And his car breaks down and he, like, breaks his leg or something by Kathy Bates' house, and she's like an obsessed fan, and then uses.
Well, he doesn't know yet. She takes him in,
yes,
and then it's revealed that she is an obsessed fan, and then she essentially like kind of locks him into this room and ties him up
and is like torturing him
and sort of tortures him
in order to make the book the way that she wants it.
Yeah,
she's upset that his manuscript has too much profanity.
What I'm saying is more realistic is like that scenario of an obsessed fan. Like it's not realistic,
right? But
it's more probable to happen than like you might have a fan that is a little bit kooky,
right?
And might kidnap you. But
Kathy Bates would have a LaBuBu.
Yeah, Kathy Bates would have. I don't know about that. And this one is like, okay, would a girl really kidnap? That's why it's like a little bit fun, more straightforward, funny,
right?
Rather than dark comedy.
Yeah, I have a trailer I want to bring up. I haven't seen the movie, but I really want to see it. And Will, our producer, saw it, and he said it is the funniest movie he's seen in a long time. It's called Friendship with Paul Rudd.
Yes.
And when I looked at the trailer, they called it in the trailer, "I Love You, Man" for sickos.
Okay,
it's it seems like it's like a dark comedy sort of.
What's it? I've seen like the picture of the movie, but I never watched the actual trailer.
Yeah,
it's with Tim Robinson. What's the premise?
Basically, like Tim Robinson is like living. I don't know if they've just moved to the suburbs or they're moving. They like live in the suburbs, and then his wife is Kate Mara, and she's like encouraging him to become friends with this group of guys.
Okay,
and then something happens where like he becomes friends with them, and then they like reject him, and it's like sort of a scary movie.
And he like goes after them or something like that.
Something like that. The trailer was I don't know because I haven't seen it yet. But the sort of like something like they're trying to make it like seem scary movie-esque, but it's supposed to be a comedy.
Love
it
that.
looks very funny.
There's another movie that's coming out with Dakota Johnson. And she's
the Matchmaker movie.
Matchmaker, yeah. What is it called? I think we're doing
The Materialist.
We did a partnership with them, but I'm just calling it out because it looks kind of funny, and I love Dakota Johnson. I just love when she goes on press tours.
I like her on. I agree. I think I prefer her press tours to her acting.
But I'm still gonna see it because I love her. She just did Amy Poehler's show and Good Hang, and Amy Poehler's like, I have to commend you on something that you do so well that is very difficult to do. She goes, what? She goes, you can hold silence in a way that's like masterful. I'm misquoting her, but like this is my takeaway. And Dakota Johnson just does not respond. She just stares at her. And like she is, and it's so, and she goes, was that it? She's so dry and funny, but also beautiful that it's like the perfect combination.
She's really pretty.
She's really mesmerizing.
I actually feel like she's gotten prettier as she's gotten older. Like when she was in 50 Shades, I think she's like hotter now than she used to be.
She seems more confident. She's just like a mesmerizing human being.
Apparently she just broke up with Chris Martin.
I've seen that there are rumors that
I thought it was like confirmed that they broke up.
I don't know, because I saw something where he like called her out like in a positive way in his tour.
I mean, you could still call
unclear. And then I saw this.
He was the one who consciously uncoupled from Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm sure if they broke up, it's amicable.
And then I saw something where like this was obviously not true, but it said like sources say like Dakota Johnson is annoyed at Chris Martin for dragging his feet on a proposal. Like obviously that's not true, but like it doesn't say that they're officially broken up.
Okay, maybe
I think it was a rumor.
You know what movie I really liked her in? Even though I'm generally not, I don't like love her in movies, but I did really like her. You were the one recommended it to me. Was it The Lost Daughter?
I cried for like hours.
What's her face?
Yeah,
what's her
the Queen?
Not Helen Mirren.
No, the other Queen. She also played.
Oh my God,
the Queen.
What?
Olivia Colman.
Colman, yes, Olivia Colman.
That's just like when like you have to really find it in your brain and it just comes out.
Yes, that's why the movie game is
I love the
best game ever.
She is a fabulous actress. I fucking love her.
One of the best.
The best. But yeah, that was a great movie. Dakota Johnson was very good in it, and that was like a dark movie.
It's kind of a slow burn, but like very good.
Burn.
Very good.
Indie. Anyway, so lots of things to see. I'm excited. Are you gonna go?
Same. Maybe I'll go to the theater.
Yeah, the theater.
Maybe we'll go together. Who knows?
Okay. Who knows? Yeah. Things will be crazy.
See what happens. All right. So you watched it just like that.
Yes.
I've been waiting for someone else to watch it.
Yes.
What are your initial thoughts?
When I say I watched it, I was like doing something on my
Passively
computer.
watched it,
I watched it with like one ear and one eye.
Yes.
I enjoyed passively watching it because it's comforting. because
you know all the characters.
The characters are comforting. It's absurd. I particularly loved the Rosie O'Donnell. Like,
that was absurd.
It's so dumb. I just like loved it when they were just like making fun of like a tourist New Yorker.
Right.
Like, she wants to meet up with me in Times Square at the M&M store. Like, that was really funny to me. The Aiden, they're trying to get out of the Aiden like plot.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
The Aiden thing to me, the reason the reason I think the show is kind of annoying in general is that it kind of stripped away everything about Carrie that was really fun in the series. And that she's like a little neurotic and like kind of like embarrassingly into people that she shouldn't be, and like, but also like very real.
Yeah.
And they've like taken all of that away from her character, and now like her whole plot is she's just like waiting for Aiden to call.
Right.
It's just very like lame storyline, and I feel like it doesn't bring any interest. Like, her character is so boring right now.
She is very boring, but I think she's going to start dating, probably like having sex with that gardener.
With the gardener?
With the landscaper, the guy from the OC.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully.
Because I think they're trying to get out.
The Aiden plotline is absurd. Like, he's like, don't call me, but then he calls her and she's like, fine. And she's...
This is what I predicted. That I thought he's just playing the long game with her and like getting his sweet revenge. He like made her buy this apartment that she now has to live in alone.
Right. Even though the excuse makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense that he has to go home and
Also,
he can't talk to her.
Even if he needed to stay home because his kid is going through something, fine. I'll take it. Fine.
But yeah.
Why would he say, you can't speak to me or text me ever? That makes no fucking sense, and she would never be okay with that. It doesn't make any sense.
But per your point about her being a little bit lame and neurotic and like into guys that aren't into her, wouldn't this make sense though that she would be waiting for him because she's like into him more than he's into her?
You know what it is? Maybe it's like her character doesn't seem to have any energy.
No.
Like she used to, yeah, I guess she's always been like sort of anxiously,
right,
like bouncing around these guys, but she used to do it in like a more fun, quirky way. Here she just seems like tired.
She's a widow now. She's a widow, but like
get some energy back.
Yeah,
like,
it's not that entertaining to watch.
Like, Carrie had a lot of like pep in her. She was always like upbeat
and doesn't vibe with the outfits she's wearing. Like that walk in the park with that giant hat.
Oh my god, that hat!
Like, what the fuck was that? And nobody like calls it out.
Right. They've kind of like watered down the characters, I think. Like Charlotte.
Completely.
Charlotte is just like now like a caricature of an annoying Upper East Side mom.
Right.
Like there's no nuance to her. She's just like in these like weird little like zany setups with the college admissions person, and I don't know, just the acting is like weird. The show, like it annoys me, but I'm never gonna stop watching.
Yeah, I loved Rosie O'Donnell in it. Like, I just loved the fact that I loved the character. I mean, I liked that Miranda got herself into this mess, and also when she like asked out that waitress, that was funny. I'm kind of really liking this Miranda like storyline.
Yeah, once they got rid of Che, I feel like they gave her more room to like grow into her like discovering myself lesbian character.
Yes, and I like that she can't catch a break. Like, I think that's pretty funny.
Because that sort of is what she was like in the show, where she was like a little bit of like a downer or whatever. Yeah.
A little bit losery.
Yeah, like this is what would happen.
Despite her being like this lawyer, like this smart lawyer, she's just kind of on the opposite of that. Like I like had sex, I de-virginized the nun or whatever.
Right.
And that was like...
The Seema character is annoying me.
Why would she burn? Like, that would never happen. Like, what?
Doesn't make any... I don't know. That whole thing is very too like...
It's so Disney.
Yeah. It's so like... And there's like dialogue around it. I just don't like it at all.
Yeah. But I think Carrie will turn it around.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I do feel like there's like... She does have a... Like, I watched Jessica Parker. I think she could bring more life into the character if she like... I don't want to say tried harder, but I just feel like I need her to bring like a little bit more of an A game. She thinks like just by wearing the outfits is not enough. We've got to like get into like a... Like energetic... Like, it brings some energy to the character.
You want her to wake up.
Kinda.
Maybe though.
Even like when she's fighting with Anthony, or like I didn't even think they were... I was like confused if they were even fighting when he's like questioning her about Aiden's intentions and like why she's doing this, and then she's just like...
Maybe that's part of what she's going to discover, that she's just kind of like letting life pass her by, and she has to... That's maybe when she starts to have sex with the landscaper inevitably.
Right.
she's going to be in her like Desperate Housewives, Eva Longoria era, and she's just going to.
I hope so.
Maybe that's how they're going to bring some Samantha back, where like Carrie's just having sex with people.
I think the Seema character is supposed to be the Samantha character, but it's not working. All right. Well, we'll keep watching if there's anything else fun. If Carrie gets her groove back, we will let you know. Our next segment is brought to you by American Home Shield. There's nothing we love more than some good gossip. So to round out this episode, let's talk about some of the wildest headlines we saw this week and need to discuss ASAP because you know we're here to get your gossip fix. Okay. Have you seen the Taylor Travis wedding extravaganza?
You did a lot more sleuthing than me. Mm-hmm. I saw it and I thought it was funny, but I need you to share. Right. What's happened?
Well, I mean, I'm not like diehard Swift, but from what I gathered is Taylor and Travis attended a wedding last weekend. I think it was Travis's cousin. Mm-hmm. Like it seemed like a kind of like a nice low-key-ish wedding. It seems like they were taking pictures with all the guests. They were being like cute. She was wearing like a very normal-ish. She was wearing very high heels, and Travis was still taller than her, which I guess he must be like extremely tall.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I noticed about the outfit. But I saw some like posts which took from like random like Taylor Swift fan account posts that popped up on my algorithm, which led me to the Instagram page of the wedding planner or the wedding designer or whatever she is for this wedding. And so I'm looking, this is I think the Monday after the wedding. And I'm looking at, they're gone now, I'm sure, unless she kept them as a highlight. I'm looking at the Instagram stories and she's doing like the thing that planners do when they're marketing the weddings that they've just planned. And she's like showing like the tablescape and she's showing the different colors and she's saying, okay, like they have these soft blue hydrangeas to like counterbalance with the yellow napkins. And then she's like showing the place. She's like, and they did this beautiful thing with the place cards or the table cards where they wrote a special note to everyone. She's showing examples of like, you know, and usually it's like, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or like a random name because no one knows any of these people.
Right.
And the one that she has shown, she keeps panning to it over and over again, is Travis and Taylor Kelce, or Taylor and Travis Kelce, one of those. Table 13.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I was trying to think like if this were me, how would I play this when I obviously want to show that I planned this wedding that everyone's taking pictures of, but I don't want to be like uncool about it and
how
be
much
like,
shame do you want to have?
Right. So she kind of did it in a way that was like so obvious, but she does not mention at all like, because I'm listening with sound and she's just talking about the color scheme. She's just talking about like the things that the bride and groom have done, but she doesn't say like, oh, and here's the table card they made for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, huge wedding that they were photographed all over the place for, and here's them with their names together calling Taylor a Kelce. So I think obviously the internet picked that up.
Yeah, they think that she's married. They got secretly married.
So my question is like, I guess, would she have done this if Taylor didn't allow it? Like, is Taylor trying to send us a message that she's married? Or like, did Taylor know she was doing this? Does Taylor care that she's doing this?
I feel like you don't think that the wedding planner just kind of went rogue
and just did that like on her own. I mean, that would be like a little fucked up because like knowing that the internet would take it by storm. It's almost like if you're trying to, it would be like funny, like, you know, the guy, like then the guy won't propose. She's like trying to fuck with him.
Right. I don't know. So it says Taylor and Travis Kelce. Some people sometimes just kind of do that. But then, like, I remember when I was doing my wedding invites, I made sure to not write that if the couple wasn't engaged. Because, like, that's
awkward.
Mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's awkward.
Not mean, but it's awkward.
Right. If they're engaged, it's cute. If they're not if they're engaged, but they're not married yet, it's cute.
Or you know, you write the future Mr. and Mrs. Like, there's etiquette.
Yeah.
And like, for a wedding planner,
I mean, I'm sure she
have that incorrect also would be interesting.
Don't you think the bride or the groom gave her the names though? Like,
definitely.
I don't think she's the one, right?
No, definitely.
So I guess here's the options. One, the bride and groom think they're being cute.
Yes.
And gave them this table name as like a little like fucking around thing.
At table 13.
Yes. That's option one. Option two, they are actually married and they're using this as a way to like hint at it without telling anyone.
Yeah.
And option three, I don't know. Was there an option 3?
I think this is all just like you said, the cousin. I don't know how close the cousin is, but I think the cousin is just being playful. And maybe they are going to get engaged or are already engaged.
Right. I mean,
so
if they're on the verge of breaking up, it'd be really rude.
Right.
But I also think Taylor has like a market. She's like a PR force that would be very on their shit. Whereas if like she did not want people to see that, it would be not seen.
That's why I think it's kind of an accident. I mean, I'm all about like everything is PR. So maybe.
You think they have the wedding planner in on the PR?
I don't think so. I think the wedding planner went a little silly and rogue. And I think she was just kind of being like, oh, look at, haha, I made this wedding that Taylor and Travis were at. I'm trying to be relevant and I want to get a lot of eyes. I've already been paid.
Yeah, I guess. It's a little like
it's a little tacky.
It's a little uncool. Right.
It's a little tacky.
That's she didn't say, it's funny because she just didn't say
She didn't
anything.
say it. Like so let's say you were getting married. Would you hire this wedding planner because she did this?
Not if I had like people that I wanted to keep like, little bit like more discreet.
Yeah,
private.
Yeah.
But also like just Travis's, like it's not like Travis's wedding planner. It's like his cousin's wedding planner. I could see why she'd be like, I don't give a shit. Like I'm gonna get way more publicity for my wedding planning than this thing. But it was just so funny the way she did it. Just like happened. It's like literally the only card she has out.
It's the only right.
She just keeps showing it, but not saying anything, not referencing at all.
Do you think it's
I think they're married?
PR? Like, do you really think they could be married? And this is the way that they
are telling people?
There's no way they would have gotten away with getting married
I just
privately.
feel like Taylor Swift would want people to know in a big way that she was getting. I don't think she'd want like a small private wedding.
No, I don't.
Doesn't seem like it's her vibe.
Yeah, I don't think that she is married.
Maybe she just doesn't. Maybe also,
or maybe they did get married. Like
maybe they're not married. She doesn't care. She like let people think what they want to think.
Yeah, or maybe this is a hint. Maybe she planned it, not Travis.
Right, to be like, hint,
like
hint.
hint.
Yeah. I was once on a date with this guy who didn't want to date me. We were like 3 months in, and we were in the West Village getting pizza, and this guy came up and he was like, I was asking the guy I was on the date with, and he was like, "Is this your girlfriend?" And I was like,
"Yeah, am I?" So, and what did he say?
What?
He said no.
No, he said yes.
Oh,
and then I was like, "Oh my God, we're dating." But like, it wasn't real.
Is this the equivalent?
Is this the equivalent? It's close. I think if it was Taylor's way of getting him to, opt out instead of opting in.
Hey, Travis, have you seen the wedding planner's Instagrams?
What do you think of this? Do you think it's cute, or do you think it's very unlikely to occur?
Huge thanks to American Home Shield for partnering with us on today's Pop Culture Rundown. Just like your old dishwasher, the internet is constantly breaking. Don't let broken appliances break your stride. With a plan from American Home Shield, you can protect your covered home systems and appliances no matter their age. Visit ahs.com/betches to get 20% off any plan today to see the promo details. That's ahs.com/betches. See ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
I have a fun game for us in honor of LaBuBus.
I can't wait.
I'm going to call it LaBuBu or no LaBuBu. Very on the nose.
It's very...
LaBu yes or LaBu no?
LaBu yes.
Yeah, that's good. LaBu yes or LaBu no, yes.
That's so funny.
Okay. The producers they've rounded up a list of celebrities, and we are going to say if they are quirky enough to
for sure
be LaBuBu.
This is fun.
Where is LaBu yes or LaBu no?
First up, Hailey Bieber.
LaBu no.
LaBu yes. Really?
Quirky?
She's not quirky, but she would.
She's like the basic bitch. Oh yeah, she would wear one, but I don't think she's LaBu yes.
Oh, is the concept like she would and it makes sense for her, or she would and I don't care if it makes sense for her, but she totally would.
Right. That's a good question.
It's really good.
Okay. LaBu yes to she would wear one.
Yeah.
LaBu no to should she wear one.
What?
Like, I think she would wear one, but that's not her vibe.
So it's a LaBu no?
I think she shouldn't wear one, but she would. Yes.
Yeah, so that's a LaBu no?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now what about her LaBu, Justin Bieber?
He LaBu yes.
LaBu yes, yes.
LaBu yes.
Yes, he's quirky.
He's quirky.
Yes, LaBu yes.
Sabrina Carpenter.
LaBu no.
LaBu yes. No?
No? Yes.
I feel like she's like fun.
She is but she isn't like monster face energy. She's like, let me put like a Betty Boop on my bag.
Okay, yeah, that's true. She's like more cute.
She's like Hello Kitty.
Okay, yes, fine.
She's not LaBuBu. She's
LaBuNO.
Hello Kitty.
Katy Perry.
LaBuBu, yes. For sure.
Benny Blanco.
LaBu, yes. He's like number one. LaBu, yes.
He's LaBu,
It would be
one.
cool. I said I would judge anyone. I think him, I would be like,
never judge.
This makes complete sense.
I can't judge that man.
LaBu, yes.
Miley Cyrus.
LaBu, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
She's such a.
She's the one who got on stage dressed as a what did she used to get on stage dressed like something crazy?
I don't know.
She's had her like wild years. I think she's a LaBu, yes.
It just doesn't match her vibe right now. So I would say LaBuNO because she's more of a rock star. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing.
She wouldn't do it just because of that. But she is quirky.
She would find her own LaBuBu.
Didn't she get on stage as like a dressed as something weird when we were like 10 years ago?
But that's what I mean. She's doing it first. She's never going to do it like
right.
after
She's not going to follow the
everybody.
trend. That's
Never.
true. She's a LaBuNO.
She's a LaBuNO. For
Sydney
sure.
Sweeney.
LaBuNO.
No.
Kyle Richards.
LaBuNO.
LaBu, yes, but like no.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she would, but she's like Hailey Bieber. Like they would both.
It's LaBu would.
Want to? Yes, LaBu would.
LaBu would.
LaBu
There's a third category.
Yes.
Next up, Zendaya.
No. LaBuNO.
Too cool for that.
And final boss, Kim K versus Chloe versus Courtney versus Chris.
Crystal LaBu,
LaBu,
yes. Definitely. She's got him first.
I mean, she like her.
She wants to be
four
cool.
sisters. Yes.
Yes.
Kim.
If
she wasn't first, I also think she wouldn't do it.
Yeah, she's first. And,
Yes.
Or LaBu first.
LaBu first or LaBuNO?
Yeah, LaBuNO. Chloe LaBu,
LaBu,
yes. 100%.
Yes.
She's still rocking them. Courtney, she's also a little, she would do the one that's like, is black.
Courtney would wear it if like someone gave it to her and she just like didn't think about it. She just like popped it on. I feel like she just like would be like,
You're
fine.
so cute. I thought she would do something a little bit more like if the LaBuBu was like goth.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. What about Kylie?
LaBu, yeah.
LaBu, yes.
Hundo P.
Yeah, that's
LaBu,
true.
yes.
Yeah, she would be wearing it.
But maybe not in her Timmy era. I don't think she's like doing that.
She's trying to get out of that.
No, yeah, she's. Oh, I fucking love her and Timmy. Okay, I won't go there.
Okay.
With Timmy, LaBu,
yes.
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 Yeah. Okay, that was fun.
That was fun. That's it for this week's At Betches podcast. You can watch us on YouTube. You can listen wherever you get your shows. Please rate, review, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
See ya, LaBuBu.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, that's funny.